from the Senate, led by the chair of the committee, Honorable Mandako. Of course, we have our Senator WAKOLI, Senator Mariam Omar, who is the vice chair. Mine, I think they articulated so well. I don't want to repeat what he has said, but as a committee of health in Bungoma County, I feel obliged to welcome the team from the Senate today. And actually the areas they have touched, most of those areas we have had some issues with the Department of Health. And mostly my co-chair did not touch on the system that was installed, which is causing problems in the running of the facilities. I think when we meet the governor later in the day, Chair, that one is also an issue to be addressed. Sorry that we have, it's not 7 months, actually it's 8 months. And I want to call the chief officer because this issue has been on our table for several months now. I think the chief officer should be able to address this.
Taarifa ambayo tunapata
ni nane.
Ni mishahara hiyo imekawia kwa miezi 8. Nini itafanyika kwa ile miezi 4 ambayo itabaki?
Madaktari wa mashinani tumetenga pesa za kuwalipa mshahara. Tunasikitika kwamba wamechelewa kulipishwa, ni kwa sababu walibadilisha mahala pa kulipia, lakini mwezi huu wataweza kulipwa mshahara wao, stipend zao za miezi 4, na mwezi ujao wataendelea kulipwa pamoja na wafanyikazi wengine. Hiyo ni budget tumeomba kwa supplementary kwa sababu haikuwa imetengwa kwa mwaka huu wa kifedha, na tukitengewa wakati tutaenda supplementary tutaweza kuwalipa miezi 4 zenye zilibaki mwaka jana. Supplementary tuko kwa process, tumepeleka pendekezo letu kwa la supplementary kwa idara ya fedha, na katika mwezi 1 ama 2 tutakuwa tumemalizana na maneno ya supplementary.
Ladies and gentlemen, today we are here in Bungoma County as the Senate Health Committee. I'm here together with my colleagues, Senator Mariam Omar, the Vice Chair of the committee, Senator WAKOLI, WAFULA, who is also a member of this committee, and Senator of this county. Together with us also is the County Assembly Committee, led by the Chair, who is here with the honorable members. Our work today was to inspect Bungoma County Referral Hospital to look at the operations and the level of service delivery in the facilities. We have had opportunity to visit a couple of departments within the facility, and we have noticed the improvements that have been done and also the challenges the facilities are facing. Number one, I would first want to touch on staffing matters. Bungoma County Referral Hospital still require additional staff to be able to optimally deliver service. Amongst the current staff establishment are UHC workers, and we have asked the governor of Bungoma, since national government has provided funds for confirmation of those UHC into permanent and pensionable, that they do so immediately. In some of the departments in the Bungoma County Referral Hospital we have visited, out of a complement of 8 workers, 5 are UHC staff. That tells you of the importance of the work UHC staff have been doing in our county facilities. And we want to ask county governments to convert those workers into permanent and pensionable, because the resources to do so has been provided for. Bungoma County Referral Hospital, we visited the radiology department. Although they have challenges of staffing, but they have been able to acquire a new X-ray machine that can process more patients than what they had previously. What I'm pleased to note as the chair of the Senate committee is the fact that that machine was acquired using revenue generated by the hospital following the enactment of the F5 Act. And that means our health facilities in due course will be able to run their services using resources they have generated from the hospitals. The challenges we have observed in this Bungoma County Referral Hospital include a mortuary. We have a mortuary there that was designated to hold less than 20 bodies, but when we visited the facility it had more than 50 bodies. Yeah. It is a challenge that we want to take up with the governor later to ensure resources are provided for to expand and also improve the refrigerating facilities in that mortuary. We have also noted that the staff who have been working there have also been working on contracts, short-term contracts, and there is need to check into the welfare of those staff. We also visited the kitchen and the laundry, and we found there's a problem in the laundry machines. We have asked the CEO and the board to make sure that they work towards modernizing the laundry equipments so that we can have efficient cleaning of linen in the facility. We have noted the general improvements in the facility in terms of personnel, equipment, the wards. There is considerable improvement, and we found the facility is fairly clean. In terms of drugs management, this is a county that, for the first time, I've had a county that doesn't have any debt with KEMSA. They have a debt with MEDS, which is just less than 4 million. I think that is something commendable. And we also found they are fairly stocked in terms of drugs. However, we have hired the head of pharmacy to make sure that record keeping is accurate. Stocks that come in must be entered in the records, and stocks that leave the store must be entered into the records so that we are able to track the usage of the drugs and make sure that it is only serving the people of Bungoma through the health facilities established by the county government of Bungoma. Have the CT scan and the other radiology equipment through the NEPS equipment facility from national government. It is fairly complete, but we have a few concerns we would want to engage the project manager in. We've made a recommendation and we are going to do it in our report. When you look around this land, where we are standing, what they are calling the annex, is a 14-acre land. Land is a scarce resource. We have asked the department to consider doing a master plan for this land so that we don't build arbitrarily. And in the future, when we need to expand and add additional services, we are unable to utilize the facility we have. We have concerns about that building that we would want to have them addressed. When you look at it closely, it looks like a residential house. We've looked at the roofing and we are concerned. It looks like somebody was not serious with the work that had been given. We've also seen a stalled oxygen plant project. Of course, that was done by national government through partners. We are going to follow up on behalf of the county government of Bungoma to make sure that that project is brought to completion and the oxygen supply for all the facilities here in Bungoma can be achieved, and the consistency required to make sure that there is no lack of oxygen. Number one, let me say that our Senate and national government, I think we have done our bit in ensuring that the resources from national government has been sent to counties. Initially, there was a challenge in delay because we were having two payments modes. National government pays a section of its stipend and county governments pay their part. What we have done as Senate now is to put all those funds under conditional allocation so that we send the money to the county. There will be no reason absolutely as to why counties have to delay in payment. As far as the chair of the County Assembly Committee should be in a better position to tell. In our tour, we were accompanied by also the vice chair of the Bungoma County Referral Hospital, and I think he's here, Mr. Makapila. And of course the medsup of the facility. And we have had a discussion. You know, there is nothing as good as first having staff with very positive attitude. Yes. I think that is one commendable thing I found about the staff at the Bungoma Funeral Home. Yes. They themselves understand their work. They have a clear vision in terms of the expansion they want and the facilities they want. And we are in agreement with the chair, the vice chair of the board, and the management that there is need to expand. And we have had a discussion with the County Assembly that they will consider the allocation of funds. Yes. If it is not possible within the supplementary, then in the next financial year, sufficient money will be allocated to build a mortuary. I think also on mortuaries, there is a consistent problem across the country. And this is where we want the Ministry of Interior to partner with all county referral hospitals in the country We want Ministry of Interior to work with counties and build a separate police mortuary in every county, because there are so many bodies that are being held either because of investigations that are still ongoing, or they have not been claimed, or their families are having disputes. Yes. And the bodies have to be kept for a year or two. It impairs on the work of the county funeral homes. And we think this is an area where Ministry of Interior can partner with every county so that we have a special mortuary that handles those cases. When the investigations are going on until the matter is concluded, the body can be kept in a good manner. You know, even in death, there is need to be kept well. So this issue of having some bodies police bring, then they are dumped in some corner, and when you ask the police now, you are giving us work that is not ours, the police tell you now, but you know mortuary is not a mandate of Interior. So we are going to use the intergovernmental relation to have a discussion. Kwa sababu supplementary budget haiwezi petition na executive. Yeah. Sharti kuje kwenye bunge lenu katika county assembly. Hakikisha hiyo supplementary kitu ya kwanza pesa ya CHP sikuwa hapo ndani. Yes. Na hauna shida, hata mishahara ya wadosi unaweza punguza. Kwa sababu hawajawahi kuwa na salary arrears. They can also experience what it feels not to be in arrears. So make sure the first charge kwa hiyo supplementary have material ama kuanzia na tuende kwa sasa yaliyomo kwa sasa katika hospitali ya RUFAA ya Bungoma. Kwanza tunataka kushukuru katuzi la Bungoma kwa sababu katika maternity hii hakuna congestion na hakuna wamama ambao wanatumia wamama wawili kitanda moja. Hiyo kwanza ni kongole kwa serikali ya kaunti ya Bungoma. Ya pili, SHA inafanya kazi, ila tu baadhi ya wale wamama wanakuja kujifungua nafika kama hawajajiandikisha kwenye SHA. Ya pili, hawana vitambulisho, ndio inaleta changamoto. Licha ya hiyo, SHA imeweka mfumo ya kuhakikisha kama kuna mama ambaye miaka labda hajafika miaka 18 na amejifungua, kuna namba speciali ambao watapewa ili kuwawezesha kujiandikisha kwenye SHA. Na ndio maana tunasema sasa idadi ya Wakenya wale hawajiwezi kikamilifu kujilipia, serikali za katuzi na pia serikali kuu iko na nafasi ya kuandikisha kwenye mfumo ya wale hawajiwezi na watalipiwa. Katika serikali ya kaunti ya Bungoma wananilipia wale kwa Kiingereza wanaita indigents. National government iko na provision. Ya pili, kuna wale wako na uwezo wa kulipa lakini hawana uwezo wa kulipa shilingi 6,000 ama 7,000 safari moja. SHA na Wizara ya Afya pia imeweka mfumo ya lipa polepole ama lipa mdogo mdogo. Wakati tulikuwa kwenye wodi za wale watu wamepata accident pale, tulikuwa na vijana wa bodaboda ambao walipata accident. Tukawauliza, je, mmejiandikisha kwa SHA? Akasema tulijiandikisha wakati tumefika kwa hospitali. Tumefanya hesabu ya kujiandikisha 6,000 kwa sababu SHA haina interest. Kama ni 6,000 ni 6,000. Kulipa mdogo mdogo ndio upate hiyo kafa ya 6,000. Unahitaji kulipa shilingi 25 kwa siku. Tumeongea na hao na bodaboda. Nikawauliza, je, kwa siku, kwa ile siku tunasema kazi ilikuwa chini kabisa, mnaweza pata shilingi ngapi kwa siku? Wasema shilingi 300. Kumaanisha wana uwezo wa kulipa hiyo shilingi 25 kwa siku na waweze kuwa na cover. Umuhimu na faida ya kuwa na cover sio kwa wewe binafsi ambao umechukua cover. Wale vijana walikuwa pale ni wale watu wako na familia. Mmoja amesema mimi nimeoa, niko na mke na watoto wawili. Akishalipa hiyo kadi ya shilingi 6,000, mke wake atapata huduma kwa hospitali bila kulipisha chochote. Watoto pia watapata huduma na sio mara moja, wakati yote ile ambao watahitaji. Kwa hivyo changamoto ambayo tuko nayo kwa wale wanasema SHA labda haifanyi kazi ni kujiandikisha. Tusingoje, na mimi nataka kusii wa Kenya, usingoje mpaka ujikute kwa hospitali ndio uweze kujiandikisha. Jiandikishe mapema, ndio kwa bahati mbaya ukipatikana na changamoto yote na uende. Hapa katika Bungoma tumeongea na daktari hapa Metsu, anasema wamama wengi hawana vitambulisho katika kaunti hii. ni muhimu wapatiane hiyo huduma na wasikae kwenye county headquarter ya Bungoma, wasungue kwenye sub county headquarter wapeane vitambulisho.
Everything has been said by the chair, but let me add one thing, because the side of maternity, specifically the record keeping. In the system which is online, because referral hospital use the system which is paperless. But unfortunately, we have seen the number which is in the system, birth in the system today, is not telling of the reality in the ground. Because when I went to the maternity ward, I realized there is almost 7 births today. But in the system is showing 1, which is normal birth. So they need to have amend on that record keeping, because it's very important to keep records. The other one is about motivation of staff. The facilities I went to, one of them is maternity, the other one is the kitchen and the laundry. I realized that most of the casual which are there, they work almost 5 years with short-term contracts. If it finish after 6 months, they normally renew instead of absorbing them. Instead of absorbing them, they do interview and take other new people from outside instead of absorbing these people. So I urge county government to be restrict on his staff, so that at least people have a motivation of their works, so that the patients can get the correct medicine on what kind of people to adhere to. The other one is about, I am so impressed, the maternity. It is very clean, but no water. There's no running water in the shower. There's no running water in the tap. Women are using buckets, really, but the rooms and whatever, they are very nice place. And in the side of the shower, I realize mothers are kept for 1 month because they have not paid SHA. The county government must do something for sponsorship, so that at least mothers cannot be retained. And there is a Inua Jamii, which take an option of Linda Jamii. So in that case, we are not supposed to hold our mothers hostage because of money. We have to pay them. They have to be discharged after getting the service. I urge the county government take initiative that by today, almost 6 of them must be discharged by tomorrow.
Kamati ya Senate na wale wa county kwa kujihusisha na awamu ya kuchunguza na kutia msasa uwajibikaji katika sekta ya afya. Moja kati ya hoja nilizo nazo ni kwamba idadi ya watoto wa shule kutoka miaka 12 hadi 17 ambao wanapachikwa mimba na kujifungua katika hospitali zetu, haswa hii ya rufaa ya Bungoma, ni ya kusikitisha sana. Takwimu zinaonyesha kwamba kwa watoto 10, 8 ni chini ya miaka 18. Sasa na warai watu wa Bungoma, vijana na wazazi, iwapo tutaendelea kuwapachika watoto wachanga mimba, basi vizazi vijavyo katika nchi hii na katika kaunti hii, maisha yao yatakuwa mazito na magumu. Jambo la pili, kuna idara ya damu hapa Bungoma, kwa kimombo wanasema blood and tissue transplant hapa Bungoma, bado haijakamilika, na katika mkoa wa Magharibi ni taasisi hii peke yake ambayo tulikuwa tumeanza kuijenga. So tunarai serikali ya kaunti iweke fedha za kutosha kuhakikisha kwamba taasisi hiyo inapewa nguvu na uwezo wa kujisimamia yenyewe na kuafiki malengo ambayo tunatarajia. Kudai na kurai wafanyakazi wa kaunti waweze kufika maeneo yao ya kazi kwa wakati unaostahili, waweze kujituma na kufanya kazi. Na kabla sijasahau, pale ambapo wanaweka madawa na kupeana madawa, pharmacy, chemist and dispensing place, lazima iwekwe kidijitali. Madawa yanapoingia yaingizwe katika mfumo wa kisasa wa kidijitali, na wanapopeana madawa pia yawekwe katika mfumo wa kidijitali, ili madawa yakitoka KEMSA ama meds hadi kwa yule anayetumia iweze kufuatwa. Kama dawa imepita kimo cha kuwa kwenye meza ya kupeana, lazima tujue nani amechukua ama nani atachukua dawa hiyo. Sasa hayo tu ndio yale tumeona, na hatujakuja hapa siasa. Tumekuja kutia msasa changamoto zilizoko, tupeane mapendekezo kwa serikali ya kaunti na ndugu zetu katika County Assembly, wao pia tuwape nguvu na uwezo kwamba inawezekana kufurahisha na kuwapa moyo wa Kenya, kwa sababu ugatuzi unafiki malengo ya waasisi wa katiba mpya.